Hey, welcome to our happy place. This time, we're talking about the happiest place on earth,
Disneyland.
Disneyland. Hey, welcome back to the happy place. This time, we're talking about
Disneyland.
And for our 25th anniversary, we took a trip in the trailer down to Disneyland. We drove from Oregon down to Anaheim and had the most fantastic time. And we learned a lot. We learned that going to Disneyland in the RV is a fantastic way to go. And so we came up with 10 tips to make your next trip to Disneyland the absolute very best trip you can have, especially in an RV. So tip number one is just do it. It's cheaper than staying in the hotels. You get to bring your own bed, your own kitchen, all that stuff. You can load up the refrigerator. It's a great way to go. We stayed at the Anaheim RV park, which is about a mile from Disneyland, and it's fantastic. It's a very beautiful park.
It has the shuttle bus that will take you to and from the RV park to Disneyland. It does cost, but it's totally worth the cost because you can come back and go as many times as you want.
Yeah, I think we bought the 3-day pass.
Yeah.
So you could come and go as much as you want on that pass. So one of the things that we like to do is go to the park early in the morning and spend some time at the park and then come back to the RV and have lunch.
Relax, maybe take a nap if we need to, or if we wanted to go somewhere else.
Yeah, and then go back to the park. And it just made for a really relaxing trip. Having breakfast in the trailer before we went into the park is a real money saver, because we're not really big breakfast eaters anyway. And so, just having our breakfast here. Chuck, you want to talk about Disneyland?
Well, see, I didn't go. I didn't get to go.
So anyway, tip number 2 is plan your visit. There's a couple really great resources out there for planning your visit. One of them is going to the Disneyland website. And the important part about that is knowing what is open and what is closed. We didn't do that, and that's one of the lessons learned, because our favorite ride,
Pirates of the Caribbean,
was closed. And so it was really disappointing to get to Disneyland and realize that basically all of New Orleans Square was being remodeled. So we learned that. The other thing is, once you get to Disneyland, there's a really great app for your smartphone, the Disneyland app. And it has a ton of great features, knowing what the line wait times are, where the restaurants are,
where the bathrooms are,
and when you pull it up, and it has a map of Disneyland that shows all of that, all the attractions, so you don't have to carry around that paper map with you. It's right there on your phone. We used it a lot after we learned about it, for wait times and all that stuff. So I would highly encourage you to get the app on your phone way before you go. And also you could track the Fast Pass rides there, which is tip number 3. Use the Fast Pass. It's a fantastic.
Go get your ticket for your favorite ride, then go do a bunch of other rides, and then you can come back, go on the Fast Pass, get in, get done, and go get another Fast Pass.
Right. And so with using the app, you can look at, okay, so Space Mountain is an hour wait. So you could go to Space Mountain and get your Fast Pass and then go do something else for that hour or whatever your time is on the Fast Pass, and then come back. We ended up using the Fast Passes
a lot,
and then doing rides over again. Indiana Jones was a great one to use the Fast Pass for. All the big rides, yeah. Space Mountain.
Yeah.
And so definitely if you're worried about line times, using the Fast Pass is a great way to go. Tip number 4.
Food and drink. They now allow you to bring food and drink into the park. At least the last time we were there, which was a while before we went 2 years ago, they wouldn't allow you. So you can bring water in and snacks in, which is great, especially if you have small kids.
It was really nice for us because I carried a little backpack for the two of us. And so you could take bottles of water. We went to Walmart and bought a case of water. It was nice to have a couple, maybe, I think we put about 6 bottles of water.
Yeah.
And they have water refill stations all over the park. Okay. And so if you brought a water bottle, like an Nalgene or whatever, once you get through security, they'll let you bring that in. It's not like TSA, but they'll let you bring your food and drink in. And so we brought snacks and stuff because that's kind of really where you're going to spend a lot. It's on the snacks. The meals, I thought they were reasonable for Disneyland. And like we were talking about, if you can afford to get in the gate, then you can afford to eat in the park.
Oh, definitely.
And that's not a judgmental comment there. It is what it is. You're at Disneyland. But it was the snacks that we brought in. And also, if you're looking for real healthy options at Disneyland, you're not going to find a whole lot.
Yeah.
They're there. But when you're in, Tomorrowland or whatever, and you're looking for a granola bar or something just to tide you over, having that in your backpack was a really good option. Tip number 5, take a break. Go back to the RV at some point during the day. Like we said at the beginning, when you're getting to be a little older, it's a much needed break from standing in lines and following families around and doing all that. It was really nice to come back, take our shoes off and, just kind of have a relaxing break and then go back to the park. If you have little kids, you definitely need a break. And the Anaheim RV Park was full of families.
And it had a pool.
But lots of families that got on the shuttle bus. The little ones needed to take a little nap or something. And then they're nice and refreshed for going back into the park at night. Because the park is totally different at night. And so you want to take that break. Tip number 6.
Ooh, make your reservations as far in advance as you can. I think I did it a year in advance because I knew we wanted to go down there for our anniversary, and it just worked out perfect. You just get online or call. They're very accommodating. When we got down there, it was like 11 o'clock at night, and there was someone there to take us to our spot. So get your reservations, and there's not a bad spot there. And,
and that's the same tip for the RV and Disneyland. The more that you can pre-purchase, it's going to save you lots of time, energy and all that, and standing in line.
Oh yeah. Just getting into the park. There was like 10,000 people just waiting to get in the park. So,
right. So the more you can do in advance, if you're military or retired, get on the MWR websites or whatever your branch is. For the Army, it's MWR, because you're going to get reduced ticket prices. But you got to do that in advance because they mail it all to you. And so you get your entire packet. I think, they actually UPS'd it to us. But you get it all in advance. And so it made things very easy for us.
Right. And the tickets that we got weren't for a specific day. You had to use them within like a year of when you received them.
Right. And all you do is when you check into the park, they timestamp your ticket. And so you use it for the next 5 days or whatever
Right.
you're going to use. Number 7, there's a lot to do in the Anaheim area. So plan your days to get the most out of your stay there. You drove the RV all the way down there. We went and saw the Rose Bowl. We were very disappointed with the Hollywood Walk of Fame. But we went and did other things. And there's other theme parks there too. Magic Mountain and what's the movie place? Universal Studios.
Yeah.
And there's lots to do around the Anaheim area. So, you plan that, going back to the ticket thing. If you're using one of those 5-day passes and you have to use it within those 5 days, or however your plan works, I think it's just like within that month or something, because you could take a day off and come back and still be within the 5 days or whatever.
I believe so.
But there's lots to do in the Anaheim area. So plan your trip. Find out what the family wants to do. If you're meeting friends down there or whatever. But there's lots to do around there. So as you're planning well in advance, plan your trip around there.
Number 8, dress for the weather. So we were there in February, and it wasn't bad. It
was beautiful down there the entire stay.
And it was sweatshirt weather, so that was fine with us. We're used to that. But if you're going in the summer, you got to take shorts. I don't know that they really have a cold season down there.
Yeah, I don't know. February, we had blue skies every day. We had showers one day, but it wasn't bad. We did inside stuff that day.
Just check the Weather Channel, see what the 7-day forecast is going to be, and then prep your clothes.
Yeah, which is another really nice part about having the RV, because you could bring your closet with you. And so we brought sweatshirts and we brought light jackets and we brought pants and shorts and things, because our trip took us from Oregon all the way down to southern.
So we had snow.
Yeah, we camped at Mount Shasta one night and it snowed. And so, just plan for the weather.
Ooh, number 9.
Number 9's a great one.
We love this one.
Check the City Hall on Main Street, USA. Once you get into Disneyland, it's right by the flagpole and the fire department. Go in there because they have special days and they have special events, and they accommodate you for special days and special events that you're having.
Birthdays and anniversaries. So we went in and got our anniversary pins. So we wore our pins around that said, 25th anniversary. So
I don't know if that just picked up, but I'll take a picture of it and put it on.
yeah.
But you just check in and you go up to the counter there at City Hall and you just tell them, hey, we're celebrating whatever it is.
Yeah.
And the cast member there gets super excited for you. And then we wore these 25-year anniversary pins all around the park that day. And they have the just married or bachelor party or
Yes.
whatever. And then you get to be kind of the
Center of attention in the line.
the center of attention while you're standing in line.
So it's kind of fun.
Yep. And our last trip, our last tip for your trip at Disneyland in the RV is enjoy the RV community while you're at Disneyland. While we were at the RV park itself, everybody at the park is there for Disneyland. So everybody's excited about being at the happiest place on earth. And while you're waiting on the shuttle bus, everybody's excited. They're wearing their mouse ears and all of that. And we got to meet some really great people. There was a family that was next to us. And it was actually Grandma and Grandpa that was taking all of their grandkids to Disneyland. And we just had a great time getting to meet them and know them and kind of playing around with the kids a little bit too. They had one of the kids that just wanted to share his daily adventure at Disneyland with us. every morning. And so, part of the RV life is, that sense of community. So just, enjoy that community while you're at Disneyland. And we ran into people that were doing the same thing and staying at other places they end up talking to in line. So anyway, Disneyland is our
happy place.
Our happy place, along with our RV being the happy place. And we absolutely love going there. We're Disneyland people.
And in 3 years, we'll be going to Disney World.
Right. We're going to go there for our 30th. And we're taking the RV. And so we're going to have a wonderful time. And so we're already planning that trip. So, hey, thank you for coming along this journey with us. Hit that thumbs up, subscribe. We're still really new at the YouTube thing. And so I think we have a whopping 4 subscribers as of today. And even if you don't subscribe, we hope you enjoy the video and you come back and you watch more, because we really love our happy place. And we want to share that with you. So anyway, have a great day, and we will see you next time.